Hello, crafty friends. It's Sue, your not so crafty crafter, and I am here with a few cards for, excuse me, Saturday Morning Makes. If you're not familiar, it is a hashtag created by Jill Norwood of Greenwood Girl Designs, where crafters of all types can share their makes. And usually, I don't know, I don't understand the Saturday portion of it. I guess most people have time on Saturdays to create. I do today because I didn't do any of my errands this morning. I was under the impression from the weather guy that we were supposed to have ice this morning, so I made no plans. It doesn't look like it did that, so as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to head on out and hit the grocery store and take care of some things. But I did play in my craft room a little bit. Sorry, I see a piece of fuzz hanging off my camera mount, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. There we go. There we go. All right. I have two cards to share with you today. Actually, three. One is a card I made when I first got the die set I'm going to feature here today. And I want to say it was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years. It had to be 3 years because I really haven't done a lot of crafting. My husband died 2 years ago. It'll be 22nd of this month will be 2 years. I didn't do a lot of anything that year, and then I did very little last year. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, cleaning out my craft room, taking stock of some of the things that I have that I don't really need. You get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and share the items I used to make these cards, and then I'll share the finished product with you. If you're interested in playing along, whenever you load a video or photos, and you can use any social media. I'm using YouTube. You can use TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever your social media of choice is. Just use hashtag SATMORNMAKES, SatMornMakes, all one word. And come join us. Alrighty, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to share is the paper that I used. I have two of these. This is from Paper Studios, which is Hobby Lobby brand. And again, I bought these a few years back, and they were on clearance for $1.74. I grabbed two of them. I have very little Easter stuff. In fact, I have one Easter stamp, and I couldn't find it. So we'll see what happens. But this is an Easter pack. It's got 35 pieces. This one is unopened. It comes with stickers, alphas, alphas, papers, and some ephemera. I have not opened that pack. I took them both out this morning. I want to say there's like 6 or 8 sheets of paper. I'm not sure. And I'll flip this over. Whoops. Where is it? I'll flip this over so you can get a better look at some of the papers. Papers are very pretty. I used, I want to say I used this one and this one for one card and this one for another card. And pull them down. There's bunnies in a basket, which is really pretty. A very pretty spring floral, a spring plaid, some Easter eggs and hearts, and then some, definitely an Easter themed eggs and butterflies paper there. These are the stickers. I did use a few of these on one of the cards, actually on both of the cards. I didn't use the alphas. I'm not a big alpha person. And this is all the die cut shapes or ephemera, whatever you want to call it. I didn't use any of these either, but I may in the future. So there's that. I used that. Then I used, sorry, actually I've got these 2-gallon bags from Dollar Tree that I bought. 2.5 gallon. They're 14 by 16. I'm going to put that opened pack in one of those. Next, I used this die set. This is from KS Crafts. It is a couple years old. I don't know if it's still available. I do purchase my KS Craft stuff from Amazon directly. Hannah does have a website. or in Etsy, I guess. I don't know. But she's on YouTube as KS Crafts. She's on Insta as KS Craft _ Hannah. And on Facebook, capital K, S Craft Lovers Store. This is 4 dies. Maybe I used all of them. I'm not sure. But I can't get, this one is hard to get out, and it's even harder to get back in. So on one card I'm not sure I used that die. I know I used this die, and it is a scalloped edge. And I actually have to go through with my pokey tool because there's lots of little pieces stuck inside. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's better. Then there's this one. I did use this for one. It's just a crisscross design. It does cut the center out if you want to put a sentiment strip in there. I did not. I'm wondering if that would make a decent shaker. I'm not sure because it's very small. And then there's this smaller one. I did use that. Yeah, I didn't use this bigger die. This larger Easter egg die. I did not use this one. So let me put these back because this is going to drive me nuts if I don't. And it was funny because I was looking through some stuff and I thought, gosh, where are all my dies? But I did find them. They're in the very back of my container here that I store my stamps and dies in. They're just in the very back. I do have one that I have 2 basket dies as well. I didn't realize one is from KS Crafts and it actually makes a dimensional basket that you can put things in. The other is a single dimension, just a flat basket for cards. And then to embellish, I used these. I will share I had to put them in a separate bag. I have 2 or 3 packages of these. I went to use this packet and I didn't realize it was open. These are from HAI Supply. And I got these from my scrapbooking store that I haven't actually frequented since my husband died because he liked to drive up to Des Moines. I only do it when my son has a doctor's appointment. I do not like driving up that far at all. I'm always afraid I'm going to get lost. In fact, my car was in the shop and I had friends drop me off to pick it up. And I got lost on the way back because I don't usually frequent that side of town. Not that it's a bad section or anything. My husband would drive and I'd be on my phone or reading a book or something. So guess I should have paid better attention. But anyway, they're crystal. They've got a silver backing with a clear. And I used a few of these on one of the cards. And that is really all the embellishments I did. It's basically paper. There is, cards have a sturdier, this paper is very, very flimsy that I used. It's paper. It is not cardstock. So on both of the cards I used a heavier grade of cardstock from Michaels. And I mentioned it in one of my videos last week. It was one of the pads that are like $5. And these were not pattern papers at all. They were solid colored papers. One was different shades of greens and teals, and the other was pinks and corals. And what I did is I cut most of them. I want to say there was like 4 or 6 sheets of each. And I saved 2 of each as 12 by 12, and the rest I all cut into 6 by 6. Because that's what I use most for card making. I am glad I saved some for 12 by 12 because these are a little bit bigger. This fringed one is 8 inches, or the scalloped edge one. So now on to the cards. First, I'm going to show you the very first card I made using this set a few years back, and I fell in love with it. It is a shaped card. Both of these others that I made are shaped cards as well. Simply because if I put these on a card base, it's going to be a very big card. Because this, like I said, this is like 8 inches. Let's see, from the tip to end. Actually, it's from tip to end, it's like 7 1/4. So even a 5 by 7 card, this wouldn't fit on this base. This would, but this would not. And I like the way this is made. So this one has a stamp that says Easter Blessings, and that's the stamp I can't find. I can't find it. I do have some bling on this, and then when you open it, the inside has a sentiment, and then there's the base. And it's just very pretty, matchy paper. Love that. And like I said, this is from several years ago. So the cards I made today, the first one I made, and you'll have to excuse my scoring, I went to score the top piece so that it would open like this, because all I did with this was score the top piece up here and just glued that part down, and that score line is nice and straight. The one I did today, not so much, kind of opens on an angle, but these are the papers I chose. I chose this gorgeous plaid paper, and then this pretty egg pattern paper, and it's not centered perfectly here, and my scoring is wonky, so it kind of opens up on an angle, but it's okay. I did put a piece of white cardstock in the middle so that I could write a sentiment or stamp something. These are a few of the stickers from the sticker pack that comes with this paper. And then on the back, there is the pink cardstock I used, because as you can see, this is paper. This is not cardstock. So I just put something on the back to make it sturdier and make it pretty too, because this is single-sided white. This would be a very flimsy card without this backing, because again, this is cardstock. This is not. So that's the first card, and you can see a little bit of bling I added to the butterflies. I really love that paper. It's so pretty. Such gorgeous colors. And then this is the other one. This is just a one-dimensional card. And I used just a regular base. Again, this is the pink paper from from Michaels. And then this is the paper from the paper pack. And I just cut out its Easter eggs, and you really can't see it with the crisscross design, but that's okay. And then I just kind of layered them. Can write something in there if you want. I also could have butted it up against each other, but I chose not to do that. And then on the back, I have a couple stickers that say Happy Easter, and then this gorgeous bunny there. So that's all I have. Again, card making doesn't have to be difficult. If you have anything oval shaped, you can trace it and very easily make shaped cards like this. Just put two back to back and don't adhere the top panel completely. Don't need fancy machines. I have them and I use them, but I don't feel like you necessarily need them. But yeah, that's all I have. My two cards, and then that one from a few years ago. I enjoy making shaped cards. I have some Valentine things I think I want to do. And then I also, as a Stampin' Up! Rep, we have a new set out, and it's shaped butterflies. And I want to play with that at some point as well. More for spring and summer, I think, though. But anyway, this is all I have for today. I hope everyone has a great day. If you have weather coming your way, stay safe. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.